back to another Astrological Energy Forecast. This will be for the week of August 11th to the 17th of 2025. Thank you for clicking onto my video. If you are a returning member, subscriber, or viewer, welcome back, Soul Family. It's good to see you guys again. I hope you are doing well. Thank you for your likes, your shares, your comments, subscribe, super thanks, and donations. I truly appreciate them all. And if you are new to the channel, welcome. It's good to see a new face here. Please keep in mind, I do pull oracle cards just to give you the overall energy for the week. These are general oracle card readings, therefore the messages will not and may not resonate with everyone. So please take what resonates with you in your particular situation and leave the rest. Please don't try to make the story fit if it doesn't fit. If it's not resonating with you, it just means that I'm not picking up on your energy, which is perfectly okay. In the areas of legal, law, finance, health, mental health, please know that I'm not an expert in those areas, nor do I claim to be, and if I mention them at all, it is what my intuition is picking up on, or it's literally on the cards themselves. However, if it truly resonates for you, I highly encourage you to speak to those experts in those areas of expertise. I am also the author, V. Ulrich. I have both fairy tales in my hand here. The Princess and Her Inner Voice, which is a fairy tale written for children about their intuition, what it is, how it speaks to them, and how if they listen to it, it can help them to overcome all obstacles, help them to heal from all traumas, as well as get them to their happy ending in whichever way that looks for them. It is very self-love and self-worth based fairy tale. As well as The Dark High Priest and The Prophecy Queen Unseen. This is a fairy tale written for adults about healing and overcoming spiritual warfare and narcissistic abuse from family and friends. It is told through the viewpoint of a divine feminine who realizes that her own mother tried to destiny swap with her, curse her life, in exchange for some kind of wealth for if her daughter were to pass away or have a miserable life. And she has to separate from literally everyone because every single person is on the payroll to her mother here, and she has to go and restart her life, reclaim her inner power with the help of benevolent beings, so that way she can be in alignment to be with her high vibrational soulmate or twin flame. Both of these fairy tales are in the bard format, which means that they rhyme. So think like the content of Grimm's fairy tales and the format of Dr. Seuss. They are written and illustrated in such a way to appeal and heal to your inner child as you read them. They're short, they're sweet, they inspire hope, and they make you feel good as you read them. The audiobooks have been released. We attach this video for convenience. However, if you wish to purchase the physical copies, thank you. You can find them online at retail, just Amazon, Walmart, and Barnes & Noble, just to name a few. The Princess and Her Inner Voice in second edition print, which means that the autographed first edition, as well as my products, can be found on my website, which is www.astrologyforecast.com. All the information in the description box below for your convenience, as well as all my social media platforms and pages so that we do not get scammed by people or pages pertaining to me. As always, I begin each reading with a prayer. As well as in the background, I have to mention this just because people are kind of slow. The background frequency, it is a frequency for your crown chakra, your third eye, and your throat chakra. Okay, it's a combination of those. It's a high vibrational frequency for when I channel. It protects me, it protects you, but also initiates people's awakening when they hear it because it connects your intuition and connects you to source. So if it's annoying to you, please don't feel the need to tell me about it because it honestly means nothing to me that you're annoyed by it. It just means that you may have an entity attachment that would not benefit from you being connected to source or connected to your own intuition. I don't need to know about it. I call upon God, Banja, great goddess of Morgan 23, Lu, the archangels, my ancestors, and the seen unseen. Please only allow this reading and forecast what I call upon, which is high vibrational energy and frequency. If any low vibrational entities, things, and energies try to come through or try to ask, project, open a portal, remote view, or be a monitoring spirit in the past, present, or in the future, I ask that you block, bind, and blind, and immediately return to center 100-fold, in which I give you full consent to intervene and to intercede on my behalf, whichever way you deem fit. Please allow me to see you in the collective to know by clear, concise messages. If any try to abuse technology in any kind of way in the past, present, or in the future, by trying to take a screenshot, ask, project, open a portal, remote view, or be a monitoring spirit. And then I ask that you block, bind, and blind, and immediately to center 100-fold, which will give you full consent to hold them accountable and bring them to justice in your way. Please protect me, this channel, the video, and the viewers. I deliver divinely guided message. Any curses, sex, evil eye, black magic, witches, and bindings, let they be blocked, bind, and blinded, and immediately return to center 100-fold. The sinner's master, God, they'll be unable to hide all their lies, deceit, and ill intentions will become exposed and publicly known. Okay, collective, so as always, we begin with the background energies, which are the retrogrades. Our retrogrades are a forced pause. It's where the planets go backward in their motion, and it's really just for you to uncover some kind of information, uncover something that's important for your soul's growth on whatever that planet rules over, okay? So we have several that's in retrograde. We are now, Mercury has station direct, which is awesome. Mercury has station direct, but we still have many, and then we'll go into the weekly energy, and then we'll go into the daily and the corresponding chakra. So the retrogrades we have Pallas retrograde, which will be in retrograde until October 4th. This is where we're questioning established ways of thinking. We're working in groups for humanitarian causes. We have Pluto retrograde, which will be in retrograde until October 13th of 2025. This is where we're challenging the status quo. There could be some power dynamics here, some societal shifts, as well as purging old beliefs that are no longer in alignment with us. We have Saturn retrograde, which will be in retrograde until November 27th of 2025. This is where we're reevaluating our past decisions. We are going through an inner restructuring. You're going to be seeing a lot of that this week. And it's a time of spiritual growth, delays that we need to persevere through. Then we have Neptune retrograde, which will be in retrograde until December 11th of 2025. This is an energetic shift from the group to an individual focus with a emphasis on wanting sovereignty for self. And we'll see that with Uranus as well. Then we have Chiron retrograde, which will be in retrograde until January 1st of 2026. This is where we are healing a very specific wound that needs to be transmuted in order to provide us some kind of blessing that this wound is blocking us from receiving. Now, the energy here, the energy of the week. There will be many opportunities to break free from old ways of thinking of being passive-aggressive, cold, withdrawn, and decisive, and to switch to expressing yourself confidently, to shift your focus onto yourself, from other people, that will help to revolutionize your life. This will be presented through a context of struggle where you will not benefit from protection. You'll need to use your talents to build a strong foundation for personal growth. Okay, so this is a time period of heavy personal growth. This is a time period where you're getting rid of old, outdated ways of thinking, but it's also your thinking is changing the way that you act, okay, when it comes to how you face conflict and things like that, and you're learning to express yourself confidently and charismatically. So people are going to be very receptive to what it is that you are saying. But there's going to be some kind of struggle this week that's going to happen for you, not to you. So let's see what that's about. Spirit, what kind of struggle is the collective going to be facing this week? What kind of struggle is the collective going to be facing this week? What kind of, okay. When it comes to partnerships, contracts, and commitments with some kind of family or a community here, what I'm channeling right now is that there's going to be some kind of contract or some kind of reach out. When you see this hand here, there's going to be some kind of reach out from like a family member, somebody in your community that you're going to have some kind of context of a struggle with, where you will need to use your own talents to essentially get rid of being passive aggressive and just state what it is that you feel. That's what I'm picking up on. You just need to state what it is that you feel, and if there's some kind of partnership here that you are not wanting, okay, because not everybody has like really malicious and evil as fuck family members or community members, okay, but what this is saying is there's going to be some kind of struggle here. And it's going to be presented to you when it comes to some kind of partnership, some kind of contract, and it's either people from a family, a soul tribe, or a community. And you're going to have to not hold back. You're not going to be passive-aggressive, cold, withdrawn, and decisive. You're going to have to just speak plainly, speak bluntly, speak from the chest, whatever it is that you need to say and state. What does the collective need to express confidently, Spirit? What does the collective need to express confidently? That right now you are focused on your peace, you're relaxing, you're having the sweetness of life, okay? And that's what's providing you with prophetic guidance. So you're receiving downloads, you're listening to your intuition here, and you don't want your peace disrupted. And you're just gonna have to speak that plainly, like, no thanks, but no thanks. I'm focusing on my peace, and I'm not allowing anybody or anything to disrupt that. Also this week, expressing yourself confidently will be how you overcome the obstacle to initiate the changes needed to transmute a wound into power that will revolutionize your life. Spirit, what kind of wound is the collective transmuting into power? What kind of wound is the collective transmuting into power? When it comes to being a vibrational match with divine timing, as you are shedding some part of your personality and ego death, to make way for a new shining star to be born. So whatever it is that you are working on is divinely guided. So that means that you're being inspired by Spirit because you are a vibrational match. The angel number 1010 is the angel number for awakening and listening to your intuition. You are a vibrational match for whatever it is that you desire right now. And you are a vibrational match to purge any kind of wounds, any kind of thought patterns that are no longer in alignment with you. And that's because there's going to be, once you heal this wound, you're going to receive some kind of blessing. What kind of blessing will the collective receive once they transmute this wound during Chiron retrograde? What kind of blessing will the collective receive once they transmute this wound? What kind of blessing will the collective receive during the Chiron retrograde? Being able to travel, 222 is the angel number for bringing balance to all areas of your life. You could be moving, or you could be going on some kind of vacation, or you could be moving on with some kind of loving man with a masculine figure here. So this is like you moving on. You know, there's travel, which is the literal sense, like you going on vacation, you going different places, or you could be moving, like changing residences, changing jobs. But it looks like you're not going to be alone. There's going to be some kind of loving man here that you are moving on and forward with. And you're going to have a whole bunch of blessings here with this person. Okay, take it where it resonates. In the picture, it looks like a man that's trying to give you your flowers. So, like I say, if you're a masculine watching me, this could just be like a high vibrational bro that you're going to be able to trust and move forward with, like in a platonic or a business sense here. But for all of you, just know that it's some kind of positive masculine figure that you get to move forward with that is going to help you to bring more blessings into your life. So now we get into the daily energies. So we first start with August 11th, Saturn sextiles Uranus, Venus conjunction Saturn. This is a heavy day of introspection to reprogram your thought processes, as the day is disharmonious with looking to the past, like revisiting or reevaluating past decisions, as you're restructuring your thought process around your desire for emotional security and nurturing in relationships. What you need to understand is that nothing is lost, you're not alone, the situation can be resolved. All you need to do is shift your perspective. August 12th, Moon in Aries, Venus conjunctions Jupiter, and Perseid, meteor shower peak day. It's time to make changes to anything you've outgrown. It's time to nurture yourself and others in order to obtain that emotional security and nurturing that you're desiring from your relationships. It's a favorable day for those who identify with struggle to focus on a dictator or inspired leader to either experience harshness or to be harsh too. So, meteor shower peak days are lucky, and it looks like there's going to be some kind of leader that people who are struggling because of or due to are either going to be harsh towards this person, or this person is going to be harsh towards them. Then we have August 13th, Venus trines Lilith. This is the end of the beginning and the beginning of the end. You're in a new period of self-acceptance and to not make false assumptions, not to prejudge the situation, to heal a relationship without conforming, in order to develop deeper bonds that you're wanting. We have August 14th, Moon goes in the sign of Taurus, Mercury sextiles Mars. This is a heavy soul's growth opportunity day, linking yourself to others that you are meant to influence and who are meant to be influenced by you. There'll be many opportunities to confidently express yourself while you face any conflict with grace. Your intuition will say for you to slow down and to be practical and logical versus emotional on a situation. August 15th, Mars parallel Saturn. This is where there's going to be some kind of illusion in the air that's going to make a lot of people feel stressed. You'll need to shift your perspective, ignore distractions, as well as to withdraw in order to persevere through any delays. Remember, it's happening for you, not to you. Remember that whole context of a struggle when it comes to some kind of contract or commitment from people in your community or your family or a soul tribe. Okay, it's happening for you, not to you. Don't put yourself in a victim mentality. August 16th, Moon goes in the sign of Gemini, Venus trines North Node. You're in a new period of desiring emotional security and nurturing relationships to bring a balance to all areas of your life. We already saw that with 222, the angel number. This is in alignment with your purpose. A choice needs to be made between two equally attractive things, and your intuition will guide you on the right questions to ask prior to you making that decision. August 17th, Mercury trines Mars. You'll be able to find order in the chaos today. You're in a new period of expressing yourself confidently as you face any conflict that pops up with grace. So a lot of expressing yourself, a lot of restructuring your inner dialogue, your thought processes, things like that. Now we get into the chakra that coincides, which is the crown chakra. Okay, this is the oneness with all. It's connected to the pineal gland and cerebral cortex. Its currents of energy are brought into the chakra, so the currents of source energy. Psychic center for higher knowing. It's responsible for our spiritual awakening, source of prophecy, and means for understanding our path and purpose. The pineal gland has biochemical and electromagnetic properties that encourage good health and enlightenment. It produces hormones to regulate tryptophan, which regulates your sleep, your appetite, emotions, circadian rhythms, body temperature, consciousness, and mystical and psychic experiences. The yang function of this chakra is to live our divine identity by expressing purpose. And the yin function is to take essential energies to feeding our spiritual nature. Again, we're being put into alignment with our purpose. We are a vibrational match. problems if this chakra is at a misalignment, malfunction, is immune system disorders, cancer, bone disorders, nervous system disorders, learning disorders, schizophrenia, headaches, dizziness, and multiple personalities. Also, something that you would know is if your crown chakra is disconnected, you lose hope. You have a sense of hopelessness. You may not be able to dream at night. Your chakras most definitely will be fragmented. So if you need assistance with that, I have a playlist I'll attach at the very end of this video of all the frequencies that you can use, especially if you're trying to activate the pineal gland or to, clear any clutter that's in your crown chakra. I have that for you if that's something that is an issue for you. And again, the results from being ungrounded and imbalanced. So you can be imbalanced if your crown chakra is disconnected. So definitely pay attention to that. Again, if you're being triggered by the frequency in the background, that would be an indication that your crown chakra has been severed, meaning someone could have tried to make you lose hope or try to make you not have a connection with source, something like that. So if it bothers you, please check out the playlist that's attached to the end of this video. All right, I hope I was able to provide you with clarity of what to expect this week. Thank you for watching. If you like my vibe in this video, please like and subscribe. It definitely helps with the channel. Please stay tuned for a brief little snippet of the Dark High Priest of the Crown Chakra.